These are the fields that I've been walking now over about 9 days here at Los Troncones neighborhood of outside of Victoria, Mexico, Ciudad Victoria, at the casa of Josue y Hazel, and the tienda mecánico, or the shop of his father, Leo. This is Saturday around 6 o'clock in the evening. Pretty wonderful time and quiet. It's noisy back at the compound because the extended family has gathered and they're having fun back there. Very sweet sounds from them. I did not feel called to stay there because it's finally cool enough after a 90-degree day to take the Perros doggies for another walk. We took 2 this morning, and then we laid low all day. No real siesta for me. I stayed busy with my videos, but long siesta for the Perros. These doggies slept a lot today. We're following pretty much, I would not say the same route. Tends to be different every time. We often walk through the magical, quiet orchard. Has mostly oranges up front and a whole lot of limes at the back end. Almost always go by these wildflowers here, which are very beautiful. And always end up at what I call the magical tree, which when you come from that angle through the field really stands out as basically the only tree in the middle of a huge field. And I always spend time standing next to the tree, leaning against it, my back up against it, feeling the energy of the tree coming up through, let's not say chakras, through my nervous system and spilling out the top, up leveling my energy, which has sure been happening. I spent 48 hours out in those Los Troncones mountains, and the road leading out there is the next road down that way. Must have taken me somewhere in there. We sure didn't make it up to the highest areas at all. We spent 2 nights in the park, which was very enchanted, and you can see those videos on my YouTube channel, Madro John Madden, between March 16 and 18. And you can see how over the course of maybe 11 videos, I just got happier and happier and higher and higher. Well, that's been happening here also. Those mountains are pretty magical for me, big time. Now, at the very beginning of my 3 years on the road, I was in the Appalachian Mountains. Soft, feminine mountains, nowhere near as high as these get. The highest peaks in the Sierra Madre Oriental range, which runs the whole length of Mexico from top to bottom, I think. We are 225 miles south of the border, and my understanding is that these mountains don't quit until they reach the Rio Grande up at the U.S.-Mexico border, which we crossed over March 13. And I guess we're past a month, aren't we? We've been in Mexico a month. Me and my dog. This is Bear. Bear's the least popular dog with the family. I gave him his name. They didn't give him a name. There goes Mouth, black and white dog. I gave him that name because he's all mouth. He barks, he nips, but he's a sweetheart. And they're all in love with me now after 9 days because I give them love. This one loves me, but is scared of me. He's getting closer and closer. He's letting me get close enough to slip him food directly into his mouth. Whereas even yesterday, because he gets picked on by all the other dogs, and I'm guessing gets no love from humans, he doesn't have a concept that a human is going to be good for him. So even yesterday, he wouldn't let me get close enough to directly land food for him. Here's my tree. Somebody with the initial M has been here at some point in time. And I'm going to slide into this little notch right here. This little notch right here fits my body quite well. And then with a little luck, I'll shut up for a few seconds anyway. And we'll hear Mexican music. I think in that direction, but I'm not sure. We will hear sheep over in that direction. We will see our dogs. That looks like Lily, who's a spectacular hunting dog, so wasting away that the first day I took her for a long walk, I worried she might die from the exertion or have her passing on expedited by that. But she gets so excited out here. She gets so happy. Nobody else takes these dogs for walks. Nobody else takes walks. It's a foreign concept to all my hosts. The whole notion of going for a walk just to do it, or just to bond with the dogs, which they don't do at all, but to make the dogs happy, which is not a concept for them at all. I continually want my hosts to see, maybe eventually to see the videos of how happy these dogs get out here, because it's a whole different side of them. Now, the road is over here, and last 3 times or 4 times we've gone out onto the road, it's been so hot that I've just headed back downhill. Saturday at 6 o'clock, the dump trucks, which for some reason are going up and down that hill, probably won't be operative, but we're also facing darkness coming soon. So I'll have to figure that out. Look at that. And that sky. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Maybe here's the music I was hearing all along. A bunch of folks in that compound there. Okay. Happy Saturday evening. Buenas tardes still.